Hey, hi, it's Meredith. Happy Friday. I'm here with our message for 22nd of November, 11/22. Yeah, nice numbers. 11/22. We're using Bonefire for our message today, and I did a little bit of an astrology check-in before I started the reading. So our sun is moving into Sagittarius. And in my time zone, that happens, I think, at 10 o'clock. And happy birthday, Sagittarius. Yay! I was listening to an astrologer speak the other day, and he spoke on the energy of Sagittarius, or the fire of Sagittarius, where Aries is very, I'm going to project my fire. I'm going to burn something up so I can make something new, right? And Leo doesn't even bother to contain the fire. They're just all cheerful, happy, crackling fire. And Sagittarius is the inner flame, the steady, consistent inner flame. And that felt so graceful when this astrologer spoke on it. Felt really good in my heart space. I hope it feels good in yours. Our moon is in Libra, so we're feeling really good about connecting to everyone. It's the same astrologer said you feel like a citizen of the world and you can just connect to and relate to and talk to anyone. Libra moon energy. That's really sweet. And that's what I know right now. I know there's lots more too. However, it's nice to balance the scales out a little bit from the Scorpio universe, the watery world of Scorpio that we've all been living in for several weeks now. So it's nice to have some other elements balancing things out for us. All right, let's jump into our reading. Our card from the bottom of the deck. The moon. Hey, our Libra moon. Here it is. This card, it's kind of loaded in this deck. I love that though. We have the Ace of Cups up here, and it's spilled. And it's running over the moon. And it's running right past a very psychic eye in the moon. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, and this looks like the fiery waters that we see in the Temperance card, pouring out of the universe into the cups on Temperance. What I'm picking up here is from yesterday's reading, we had the High Priestess, and she was speaking to having some discretion with the shadow work we're doing, and I feel that is spilling over into the Moon card here today. This is a card that encourages us to really be present with our intuitive messages, whatever it is we're picking up, running it through our higher self-awareness, our waking consciousness, and most especially through our heart space. And then if it's something that is worthwhile for sharing, we'll share it. So I feel the influence of the High Priestess here in this card with the moon today, connected to how we are receiving our intuitive messages. Okay. I'll come back to it. Our first card here, the Devil. Wow. Okay, so I turned the card over. Saw what it was, of course, but immediately I heard the word shame when I saw this card. So our beautiful intuitive awareness may highlight for us today somewhere where we are carrying the emotion or energy or heat or emotional trauma of shame. And let's see what comes with it. Awesome. Well, 3 major arcana cards right off the bat in the reading today. Okay, so the devil brings us an energy of temptation. And the temptation is to do what we've always done and get the same result. The temptation is to surrender to a belief system that's not in harmony with what we're dreaming for and creating in our world today on our super strong, stable foundations. And the sense of it is we may shine a light on something that is out of harmony with the foundation that we are building, that is under construction for us. So some older emotional traumatic energies it's like some of the Scorpio energies that were more challenging are just kicking the door shut on their way through, okay? And so that's the feeling here, is you stand on your super stable foundation, and the parts of it that are still under construction, there could be what you perceive, emphasizing what you perceive to be a point of weakness. And it's not necessarily weakness, it's opportunity to strengthen how we feel on the inner landscape. So if you're noticing a temptation to go into an energy that does not serve your beautiful frequency in the present, it's a whisper of the past that your intuition may be shining a light on in that shadow work that we were talking about yesterday off the High Priestess. Shine the light on that. Bring that into the fire for transformation. The Devil card is an opportunity for transformation. It allows us to see where we do things in repetition that don't serve our highest and greatest outcome. The Magician comes along saying, how do you want to change that up? What do you want to make new? What do you want to manifest? Though when we do see the Magician, we like to know what he's potentially distracting us from, because, you know, he's quite a charming fellow. And he says all the right things. He really does. And he shows you all the beautiful things, too. Wonderful gifts of his card and his message and his ability. Though, when run through something emotionally traumatic for us, things can go askew. So where could we be potentially distracted? Oh, wow. I just have to sit with this for a moment, please. Just what I was speaking to moments ago. We can be distracted from what my guides are saying is our true north. This is where we have our compass pointed. Ace of Cups, the beautiful overflow, the love flowing into our lives. And old emotional traumas can show up, and we feel nothing like that Ace of Cups. And the Magician says, come back to it, come back to it. I'll distract you with all this dazzle and get you thinking different thoughts, which is good. It'll change up the energy. But do come back to the heart space over and over. This is why we pull this card, so we don't get dazzled out of our true north. Whoa, I love that. What comes next? Is it another major arcana? Nice. 10 of Swords. Ooh, ouch. Well, look at that sandwich. The Devil and the 10 of Swords. Woo. Okay, highlights. Completion, fulfillment. I love this. I really do love this. We have... This could be the moon. It could be the sun. Right now, for me, it's the moon here in the background. And the 10 swords represent significant experience in our life. Yesterday we were asked by the cards, actually by the, was it the death card? Where are you spending your precious energy? that question remains here on the 10. So we have, let me collect myself here. We have 10 swords in our back. This is called the Fallen Master card. We have the devil here in the reading. The devil would tempt you to pay attention to the piercing swords. The moon, the Ace of Cups, the Magician will have you looking at how those 10 swords got there in the first place, what they represent individually and collectively for you, and how you take the very best of it and move on. Then we have the vultures there, and I know I spoke on this earlier this week. I listened to another reader on YouTube, and she spoke about seagulls at the beach, and she called them beach vultures. But the message of that is nothing is ever wasted. Yeah, these vultures are going to pick over the bones of this person, but again, there's no waste there. So every single one of these swords is valuable to us. It brought us a really high high and a really low low, and everything in between. We're taking the best of it. Ace of Cups, moving forward with it. This is what we're creating our life with, this Ace of Cups. That's why it's sitting right there with the Magician, and the Magician is saying there is a lot that could pull your attention away from the Ace of Cups. That will drain the energy so that you don't have an overflow. I mean, the 10 of Swords, there's no overflow here. There's an ending, and it's a profound one. But it's also promising in that it moves us on into what's here in the Ace of Cups. And this is the kind of spiritual journey work that we do every single day. And that's exciting. So these cards are encouraging, and they are inviting you to pat yourself on the back for a job well done, a journey well walked. And we're crossing a threshold to a new horizon, into a new experience on a day when we're shifting signs too. We're moving out of Scorpio into Sagittarius. So there's transformation and transition here. The devil is here to say, I will tempt you to get tripped up and hang on to old emotional traumas, most especially shame, since that's the word that came screaming off the card when I turned it over. And the moon is going to engage your inner high priestess, your inner oracle, and have you take a look at it all through a different kind of lens and bring some alchemy to it, which is transformation, which is right here in the middle of the reading. So that's our sandwich. We have a transformation sandwich. Yes. Yay. All right. Angel answers, folks. Let's do that. We've got one falling out. Ask a question if you have one. Fresh reading in the reading. Or confirmation for you for something. Okay, what do we have here? Take action. Yeah. Yes. I'm putting that with the devil because this card also has the energy of wallowing on it. I mean, every now and then we all can celebrate a good wallow, but we're being invited not to. It's not the time for that. The time is for moving forward, taking all of this with us, taking all the best bits of it with us, and sharing it, shining it into our day, and strengthening our foundations in places where we perceive them to be somewhat unstable. Next card, slipping out of the deck, is Remain Positive. Yeah, that's the energy to do it all in. We'll put that with the Ace of Cups and the Magician. When you look back on this, transformative, transitional time, in hindsight, how do you want to see your own self and how you navigated this present moment? In reflection, what do you want to take away from this? Remain positive. Dive deep into your Ace of Cups. Next card. Oh my goodness, here it is again. Give you one guess. Two guesses, because I know the first guess is let go. Big happy changes. Yes, you're making them right here, and it's happening on that Ten of Swords. Isn't that awesome? The Ten of Swords really is about big happy changes because it's the happy that makes the big change. I have to say it every time. I can't help myself. All right. Yeah, we're done. We're done with those. Let's do our affirmation card from the universe has your back. Has our back. Ah. Flagship card of the deck. The universe has my back. Yes, it does, baby. Well, happy weekend. Happy Friday. Happy Sagittarius season. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Do like, share, subscribe here on the channel. It's appreciated. Leave comments if it's in your heart to do so. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace, love, joy, blessings, and namaste.